Hey guys, now in today's video, we're taking a look at the brand new Bose Ultra. These are the Ultra Open Earbuds. These have a one-of-a-kind look. Never seen the earbuds like these before. So the big question is, do they sound good? What's the call quality? What's the comfort? We're gonna answer those questions in this video. Let's go ahead and check them out. Now, the Bose Ultra Open Earbuds have one of the most unique style of earbuds that we've seen on the market. Now, there have been a lot of open ear earbuds that we have tested and reviewed on the channel, but we have never seen anything that looks like this. Now, let's talk about some of the specs because the specs are also pretty interesting. First of all, as you can see, these are open ear design earbuds and they have two audio modes. They have basically an audio mode that is immersive, spatial, right? They also have one that is stereo. And depending on which one you're using, you're gonna get different experiences when it comes to battery life. They also have a feature that's gonna give you an auto volume feature that is automatically gonna adjust the volume to make sure that you have the ultimate or optimal audio experience when you're listening to music, regardless of the environment that you're in. Now, in addition to that, if you think about battery life, you get 7.5 hours of battery life if you're using these in stereo mode. And one of the things I like about these is that I can use one in my ear, only one, and then I can use the other one for another 7 hours, 7.5 and 7.5 in stereo mode. Now, if you want the really immersive experience, then you're looking at around 4.5 hours of battery life. Now, once again, you can use one, but with the immersive experience, in my opinion, it's better when you have them both in your ear because then that's going to give you that spatial immersion that you'd want when you have an immersive audio experience. Now, 7.5 hours with the case, you're going to get another 19 more. So these are definitely going to be all day earbuds. Now, if you happen to distinguish them, 10 minutes, 10-minute quick charge is going to give you 2 hours of battery life. Now, the other cool thing about these is that they have an adjustable EQ. They do have the Bose app, so you can adjust to have heavy bass, low bass, accentuate the mids, the highs, whatever you prefer when it comes to your audio experience, and I can't complain there. The other thing is that they have an IPX rating of 4, and they also are using Bluetooth 5.3. So let's go ahead and take a look at them a little bit closer. We'll take a look at the fit, how you wear these, and then we'll also go through an EBPMAN style call quality and audio test. Now in the box, you're going to find a standard USB-C cable to charge the earbuds, and you'll see that the case is relatively small. On the back, you have a pairing button. And by the way, you can have these paired with multiple devices, but what you can't do is you cannot have them auto or multi-point. Now, they do claim that multi-point technology is going to be coming this year, right? So there's going to be a firmware upgrade that's going to enable it. But right now, you can pair them with multiple devices, and what you'll do is you would basically select them on the other device for it to switch from one device to another. So it's not going to do the auto switch, but you can actually just tap it in the other device and it will connect. So I did this with my Pixel Fold. I did this with my Samsung Galaxy Fold. I did it also with my S24 Ultra. And the cool thing about in the Google environment, it's going to basically, it will automatically have all of your devices will have basically the pairing there for you to connect. Now, the same thing is true with the Apple environment, right? So once you can connect these into your Apple environment, if you want to use them on an iPad, you want to use them on your iPhone, whatever it may be, even your Apple Vision, all you'd have to do is select them and they'll switch, but they're not going to maintain a persistent connection to each one of these. Now, the other thing again is you can use them one at a time. Now the case, as we look at this case and we open it up, you'll notice here the earbuds, they will not come out. It is very clicky. If it's open, they're not going to fall out. And they rest really interestingly in these. So I'm going to go ahead and take these out for a second. They do have magnetic connectors that are going to basically allow you to connect these. I find that they charge relatively fast in my experience. But this is what's really special about these and unique is the design, the form factor. Now, I have the Bose, the standard ones. I have both the Bose Ultra, the earbuds, and then I have the brand new ones as well. So we have the standard and the Ultras that came out. And these have a really unique fit. Now, these are not going to give you noise canceling, but they do give you a really interesting feel for all day. So I've been using these now for 2 days, like all day. Like from as soon as I get up, I put them on and I'll keep one on until I kill it. And then I'll do it again because I wanted to see what kind of fatigue are you going to get based on how these are worn. Now, one of the things that we'll see here is you'll notice that they kind of come out like this. Now, I don't know. One of the things that I'm really questioning is how will these survive when it comes to the constant, moving like this? Well, how well will they do? So if you do order them, I would recommend that you do get a warranty on them because you just never know. So that's one thing. They do have physical buttons. And then right here, this is the interesting thing. The mic I thought was over here. There's no mic here. The mic is actually here. And this is going to impact how you wear them. I've seen a lot of people, a lot of influencers wearing these things wrong. And I want to make sure that you guys are using them the right way, because if you use them wrong, you're not going to get the right audio experience. So let me just show you something. So I've been seeing folks wear them like this, right? And I think, you know what? They look cool. You see how I'm wearing it? That is the absolute wrong way. What ends up happening is the audio, because of the audio, and what I'll do is I'll go back to this one over here so you can see it. You can see here that the actual speaker is right here. So if I'm wearing it very high up, the audio is going that way. You're not going to be able to hear it. And I've actually tried it. I said, you know, I saw a couple influencers that were wearing it high up. That's not going to work. I've even saw some influencers bring it down a little bit lower. So they had it around here. That's not going to work. So the correct way to wear this is to have it right here, right? So notice how I have that right there. So by doing this, all of a sudden now the mic is pointing, or the speaker is pointing inward. And that's where you're going to hear it. Because I noticed that as I was trying to wear it, like I've seen some people wear it, I noticed that the audio experience was bad. I was like, what is going on here? And then when I started taking a really close look at where the mics were or where the actual speakers were, I found that it improved. Now, I've been talking about mics because that also impacts the call quality. The call quality was horrendous. And I said, what is going on? What am I doing wrong? And it was because I had it up here. So you can't wear it here. You can't wear it in the middle. You have to wear it close to your earlobe, right there. Now, the question is, do these look like earrings? You tell me. So it's going to have to be a look that you really like, or a look that you're comfortable with, because it is a different look. And you do get people looking at you, right? Because they do look like I have major piercings. So if you're good with that, then you'll be fine. Let's talk about the overall comfort. Comfort all day. Been wearing these all days. At first, I thought it was going to be feeling like the pinching, because let me turn this way. Let's see if I can get it right here. You'll notice right here how the little tube that you see right here is kind of like on the back, and it's kind of pressing a little bit. There's a little pressure that's going on. I thought that the pinching, after a while, there'd be discomfort. In my case, no discomfort at all. It was fine. So I didn't have any issues there. So that's what they look like. And that's the proper way to wear them because of where the speakers are and where the mics are. Great comfort. And then I did a test in a breakfast restaurant. A lot of people eating breakfast, and you notice, the noise of people cutting, either through their eggs or pancakes and things like that, waffles, whatever you like for breakfast. And the individuals on the phone could not tell I wasn't in a restaurant. So you'll see what the quality looks like in our audio test in a couple seconds. Let's talk about music. Bass, mids, and highs. Bass, mids, and highs are present. Good music separation, but it's not immersive to the degree that you would have, let's say, with the Bose Ultra or the cans that are over your ear, or any kind of earbud that goes inside your ear. The benefit here is to be able to hear everything that goes on around you. Now, one of the things that I was not too crazy about so far with these is the call quality audio. So as I was talking to someone, they could hear me really clearly, but I found myself trying to raise the volume to get let's say louder audio to that phone call. And I was not really satisfied. I even found myself putting my fingers in my ears to see if that would help, because I was thinking about bone conduction and that would work. These are not bone conduction, so it didn't do it. So they weren't really loud enough for me. And it could be that we need a firmware upgrade to address that. So we'll see what happens in the future. So that's the only complaint that I have. Great comfort, great bass, mids, and highs for something that's open ear, and it's also situationally aware. And what I also found is that when I typically wear open ear type earbuds, my Nilda, for example, my wife doesn't really mind. So sometimes when you're wearing earbud, you could isolate yourself, and when you're wearing open ear, it's not isolating, and your partner is okay with you wearing it. So if you are the type of person that you just want to have an earbud on because of a call coming in, you'll find myself doing one of these all the time. I'll have one either in my right ear or my left ear, and she's cool with that. And again, this is how easy it is to put them on, right? I just put it on with one hand. You don't need two hands to do it. And even I've had her try it, and she said, wow, those are really easy to put on, because we thought they were going to be harder given how flexible that little back piece is. So let's go into our audio test and our call quality test next. Now, we've added a lot more noise to the environment. As you can see here, anywhere between 43 and 77 decibels of noise. What we're going to do is we're going to switch to the Bose Ultra Open Earbuds, and then we're going to stay quiet to see how much is canceled, and then we'll continue with the audio test. Let's go ahead and switch. Now, this is what the Bose Ultra Open Earbuds sound like in a noisy environment. This is a test. 1, 2, 3. This is our test.
Now, if you're wondering what they sound like with an infant crying in the background, well, this is what they're going to sound like with an infant crying in the background. Now, if you're wondering what they sound like with the dog barking in the background, well, this is what they'll sound like with the dog barking. Now, if you're wondering what they're going to sound like with the doorbell ringing, well, this is what they'll sound like with the doorbell ringing.
You look at me like I'm crazy when I shut my feelings out. You look at me like I'm different. Still you stay cause you feel something real. Get so lost in my moments. Doesn't mean I don't need you. I fell in love with your colors. They kinda tell me what I'm thinking. I fell in love with
So guys, what are my thoughts about the Bose, again, Ultra Open Earbuds? I have to say that I do enjoy the fit. I do like the fact that they have 7.5 hours of battery life and that I've been able to use these for extended periods of times without any pain. The most thing I like about these is the fact that I can do this. Take one of these off, put them in a case, and then just use one earbud alone. They do have that physical button here on the side that allows you to enable different functions, which I like, and they're very comfortable. What are some of the negatives? Well, I'd say one of the negatives on these is going to be, once again, that I still don't think that when I'm having a phone call that the volume is loud enough when I have an incoming call. But that's probably going to be something with the firmware. And then the other thing is the multi-point technology that should be there very soon. So, hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one.